Alright, what's up guys? This is Igor in Russia. In this video we're going to be discussing and checking out the Russian news that what's going on right now in Russia, since we have just received the news about the Russian missile striking Poland side. I'm Igor in Russia and I make videos about lifestyle in Russia, life overall, culture, and with a Western perspective, since I'm actually living in Finland. I have to add, I don't really like this kind of political stuff on my channel, but I guess I could translate a little bit news so that you have more objective understanding what they say in the Russian media. So please make sure to hit that subscribe button and leave a like. And let's go check out some Russian news about this situation right now. So I just started watching the Netflix movie All Quiet in the Western Front, and it doesn't seem that it is so quiet in the Western Front in the current days, but nevertheless, let's hope it won't become a Western Front at all. We're gonna be checking out some couple of news, and of course we all want to know what Russians actually write about, what the Russian media says about this situation. First, we're gonna be checking out the TASS, a media called TASS, and it's international. It's in Russian, also in English, but this is from the Russian side. So they said that the TASS media underlined that the Russia hasn't used any military actions at that moment in that area, meaning that it's not possible for Russian missiles to hit Poland. That's what the Russian Ministry of Defense is also been saying. They say that it called it a provocation from the Polish side to escalate the situation even further. And if we're thinking about, of course, from a little bit from different perspective, of course, as a background, is that of course Poland and some Baltic states and England are one of the biggest allies of Ukraine in this situation. But I'd say especially maybe Poland and the Baltic states have been most eager to actually do something more and even put troops on it, if I recall it correctly. But if this is the case, it's interesting what will happen next. And if indeed it's Russian missiles, but clearly it's a mistake, since it hit only some kind of just basically a field, even though it's very sad. It's saddening that 2 people actually died, so even more people dying in this horrible conflict. All right, TASS continues. A Russian Ministry of Defense said that the Polish information about the Russian rockets hitting Poland's Przewodów area is just a provocation to escalate even further the situation. They say no kind of attacks even near that area has been occurring at that time. They also said that the photos and videos, or photos from that by the Polish mass media from that area have nothing to do with the Russian acts of military acts of Russia. All right, off to the next media outlet. It's called Lenta.ru, a digital platform as well. They actually write that there is possibility. They don't leave out the possibility of that Ukraine is somehow behind this attack, or what you want to call it, or that Ukraine is actually might be actually behind that event on the eastern Poland. Parliament member of Duma from the Crimean area, in the Russian Duma, I mean, Mikhail Sheremet said that it's possibly the Ukraine is behind this in Poland. Brought by RIA Novosti. Parliament member from Crimean representative said that Russia has very highly targeting weapons, and whatever happens in Poland is not an exception, meaning that they wouldn't hit Poland's area. He said that it is clearly beneficial for Kiev for this kind of a provocation, so that they could attract more NATO countries. And I'm not gonna lie, of course, if you're not being blind only with one eye, of course, and let's be clear, it's if you're not blinded by one side media, that of course Zelensky, for example, has been saying a lot, trying to drag more people, and because it's just beneficial, it's good for him, for them to attract even more people. And but the bad thing for us, the rest of the world, is that of course there's a possibility even higher risk of nuclear war, third world war, that actually might be already happening at some level. But escalating this conflict into a bigger world war is not something that we should be, well, I personally think we shouldn't be hoping for. But yes, so it makes sense, but who you believe, I don't know. Sheremet said that that Ukrainian military hit that target near the border, so that the NATO alliance could bring forces into Ukraine. He added that NATO tries to legalize own actions on Ukraine territory, so that they can legalize also aggression towards Russia. All right. Moving to the third media outlet, it's called Gazeta. It means Gazeta magazine. It says it seems, and it's in quotes, it seems that the parts from the rocket S-300 killed 2 people in the eastern of Poland. And that they also said that Russian Ministry of Defense called it a provocation. They said that Poland's mass media speaks about 2 people dead as a result of these explosions, and the Prime Minister of Poland, Mateusz Morawiecki, he's actually having an immediate meeting, and the American mass news say that also that there's possibly Russians, but Pentagon hasn't had their say in this situation right now. They also, Gazeta speaks about reactions from Tallinn and Vilnius, that's Estonia and Lithuania. That's the foreign minister of Estonia, they was quick to react on the news, and that they're really worried about the events, and that they're consulting Poland and other allies about the situation. And that's what I've been saying, actually, that the Baltic states, which I'm very familiar from since I was born in Soviet Latvia, these small countries are really, in worst case, are willing to go much further in this conflict. And but that's been a long progress, even for a long time. Sure, they might have their own reasons to do it, but nevertheless, quite aggressive in the rhetoric, especially, of course, during this conflict in Ukraine. He said that they have solidarity towards close allies of Poland. All right. Then off to RBK, also Russian news. They speaking about that Zelensky is accusing Russia in this matter, and that's the attack in the collective defense, meaning NATO. And like I said, his rhetoric is clear. He definitely would like to see even NATO forces helping Ukraine even more than now, but it bears a huge risk, of course, but they don't have anything to lose. The Russian Ministry of Defense said that they did not attack any positions near the Ukrainian-Polish border. And Zelensky was accusing even more Russia that they are responsible about the so-called rocket attack. It's put in brackets, in quotes, sorry. And that is very clear of escalation of the situation. So using really harsh words and really straightforward, because that's the way he's been talking for a longer time now. Yes, and this is what Zelensky, according to RBK, wrote in Telegram. He said that there was 90 Russian rocket attacks during Tuesday across Ukraine, attacking the energy systems of the country. All right, so is this beginning of the Third World War? I hope not, but it doesn't go any better. Took place right during the G20 summit, where Putin didn't participate in. Lavrov did, and a lot of exchanging punches here and there, and of course conflict continues. And they also talked about in Russian media, in the words of Lavrov, the foreign minister of Russia, spoke about the language, the harsh language, not harsh language, about the peace treaty, and that Zelensky's wish list or demand list is unrealistic, and therefore the conflict will continue as it has been. Now, no good news in that. So I hope you guys found this interesting. Please subscribe to the channel if you like me to do more and read the Russian news. I do have straight from Russia magazines ready for some translation, and maybe telling you the best parts and bits and pieces. If you like me to do that, please click that like button and subscribe. This is Igor, Russia with a Western perspective, with a Western twist. See you guys in the next episode, and hopefully we have a better world soon. Bye.